Nick Newman knew something was wrong before he even reached the Newman Ranch gates. The air felt too still, too quiet. When he stepped inside and saw Victor standing near the fireplace with that controlled, unreadable expression, Nick didn't need words to understand. "What happened?" Nick demanded. Victor didn't answer immediately. That hesitation was enough. "The judge tossed the case," Victor finally said. "Matt Clark is free." For a split second, Nick didn't react. Then it hit him. "You're kidding me." Victor's jaw tightened, a technicality, procedural error. Nick's laugh was sharp and humorless. "Unbelievable, you said he was locked away for good." "He should have been." Nick took a step forward, anger surging. "Where is he?" "He vanished after his release." Nick's eyes widened. "Vanished?" "Yes." "That's worse," Nick exploded. "That means he's planning something." Victor's expression hardened. "I will handle it." Nick stared at him in disbelief. "You said that last time." "Silence." "You handed him to the police, you let the system handle him, and now he's out again," Nick continued, voice rising. "He's not just going to disappear quietly, he's coming for us." Victor stepped closer, his tone firm. "I will shut him down permanently." Nick shook his head. "You don't get it. He's got nothing left. You took his money, his power, his reputation. Revenge is all he's got." Victor's eyes narrowed. "He won't touch this family." "You can't guarantee that." Nick turned away. "Packings." "He could show up here any minute," Nick said. "On this property, on Sharon's doorstep near the kids." Victor's voice lowered. "Security has been doubled." "That won't stop someone who's desperate." Victor studied his son carefully. "You're letting fear cloud your judgment." Nick snapped back instantly. "No, I'm being realistic." Victor folded his hands behind his back. "I gave you my word." Nick faced him again. "Your word didn't stop this." That landed harder than Nick intended. Victor didn't flinch, but something flickered behind his eyes. Nick grabbed his phone. "Where are you going?" Victor asked. "To talk to Sharon." "You're not going to do anything reckless." Nick paused at the doorway. "I'm not waiting around this time," he said quietly. "Neither is she." At Sharon's house, the moment Nick told her, fury ignited in her eyes. "He's free," she repeated. Nick nodded. Sharon turned away, gripping the back of a chair. "After everything," she said softly, "after what he put Noah through." Nick stepped closer. "Victor says he'll handle it." Sharon let out a bitter breath. "That's comforting." "He's serious this time." So was the judge. Nick's jaw tightened. "We can't just wait," Sharon continued. "He could be watching us right now." Nick looked around instinctively. "I won't let him near you," he said. Sharon's voice sharpened. "This isn't just about me." Nick knew that. It was about Noah. It was about their family. And somewhere beneath the anger, something darker stirred. A need for control. "We take him down," Nick said. Sharon turned to him slowly. "How?" Nick's eyes hardened. "We draw him out." Meanwhile, across town, Devon Winters was staring at his phone in disbelief. He had just received information that made his blood run cold. Lily, Marty, Charlie, kidnapped. Or at least that's what it looked like. Tessa Porter had reluctantly told Daniel Romalotti Jr. what she suspected. Daniel had struggled with it, but guilt won. They told Devon. Now Devon was standing in the living room, breathing heavily. "This can't be real," he muttered. But the details lined up. Lily's disappearance, the twins' silence, and Cane Ashby's erratic behavior. Devon didn't waste time. He stormed straight to Cane's place. Cane barely had time to react before Devon was in his face. "You want to tell me what you've done?" Devon demanded. Cane frowned. What are you talking about? Lily, the twins don't play dumb. Cane's expression shifted. Devon saw it. You put them in danger, Devon snapped. I would never. You already did. Devon shoved a file onto the table. This looks like a kidnapping, Cane. Cane ran a hand through his hair. It's not what you think. Oh really? Then explain why nobody knows where they are. Cane's voice lowered. I'm trying to fix this. Fix it, Devon exploded. You lost control. Cane's eyes flashed with frustration. You think I wanted any of this? Your actions put them at risk. Cane's jaw tightened. I'm doing everything I can to get them back. From who? Cane hesitated. Devon caught it. Who? Devon repeated. Cane exhaled slowly. This is bigger than you know. Devon stepped closer. Then tell me. Cane's silence was answer enough. Devon's voice dropped dangerously. If anything happens to Lily or those kids. It won't, Cane interrupted, I swear. But Devon didn't believe him. Back at Newman Enterprises, Phyllis Summers stood in the CEO office she had seized with Billy Abbott's help. The takeover had shifted the balance of power. And Cane knew it. Getting his family back had been complicated enough. Now it was nearly impossible. Phyllis wasn't going to make anything easy. Meanwhile, Nick and Sharon sat at the kitchen table, mapping out possibilities. He's going to want leverage, Sharon said. Or spectacle, Nick added. He thrives on fear. Nick nodded. So we give him something he can't resist, Sharon continued. Nick leaned back thinking. We make him think he has an opening. Sharon studied him carefully. You're calm, she said. Nick forced a smile. That surprises you. Yes. He didn't tell her about the pain creeping through his leg again. Or about the pill bottle in his pocket. He wouldn't let that distract him now. This time, Nick said quietly, we don't let him slip away. Victor stood alone at the ranch later that evening, staring into the darkness beyond the windows. He replayed Nick's accusation in his mind. Your word didn't stop this. Victor rarely doubted himself. But Matt Clark's release was a humiliation. A crack in the armor. He picked up his phone. Calls were made. Resources activated. This would not happen again. Across town, Devon wasn't finished. After leaving Cane's place, he called Nate Hastings. We need to talk, Devon said. Nate heard the tension immediately. What's going on? It's Lily. Within an hour, Nate was standing in Devon's living room. Devon laid out everything. The disappearance. The suspected abduction. Cane's evasiveness. Nate's expression darkened. You think Cane orchestrated this? I think he's involved. And Victor. Devon's jaw tightened. Victor always involved. Nate nodded slowly. If this is connected to Newman Enterprises. It is, Devon interrupted. Philly's controlling the company makes it worse. Nate exhaled, then we don't wait. Devon's eyes locked onto his cousin. We confront Victor. Back at Sharon's, Nick's phone buzzed. Security alert. Movement detected near one of the ranch's outer gates. Nick's pulse spiked. Sharon saw it in his face. What? Someone's near the property. They didn't hesitate. Within minutes, they were at the ranch alongside heightened security. Victor was already outside. But when they checked the perimeter, nothing. No sign of Matt. No intruder. Just silence. Nick's anger flared. He's playing games, he said. Victor's voice was cold, then he's making a mistake. Nick turned sharply. We can't just react, we need to strike. And how do you propose we do that? Victor asked. Nick didn't answer immediately, because part of him was still calculating. Later that night, Devon and Nate arrived unannounced at Newman Enterprises. Victor was informed immediately. He didn't look surprised when they entered his office. Gentlemen, Victor greeted calmly. Where is Lily? Devon demanded. Victor raised an eyebrow. Excuse me. Don't pretend, Devon snapped. We know something going on. Victor's gaze sharpened. Careful. Nate stepped forward. If Lily and the twins are caught up in one of your schemes. Victor's voice cut through them like steel. You're making accusations without evidence. Devon slammed his hand on the desk. Then give us proof they're safe. Victor held his ground. There are forces at play you don't understand. That's exactly the problem, Devon shot back. The tension in the room was explosive. Victor finally spoke carefully. Lily is not in danger. Devon didn't look convinced. You expect me to take your word? Devon asked. Victor's eyes narrowed. I expect you to remember who you're speaking to. Nate placed a steadying hand on Devon's shoulder. This isn't over, Devon warned. As they left, Victor's expression darkened. Too many moving parts. Too many enemies circling. Back at the ranch, Nick stood alone outside. The air was cold. His leg throbbed again. He reached into his pocket instinctively. Then paused. He couldn't afford weakness now. He shoved the bottle deeper instead. Sharon stepped beside him. We'll get through this, she said quietly. Nick stared into the distance. Not if we keep trusting the wrong people. He was thinking of Victor, of Cane, of everyone who claimed control but lost it. Matt Clark was free. Devon was furious. Cane was cornered. Phillies held power. And Victor's promises were wearing thin. In Genoa City, alliances were shifting by the hour. Nick turned to Sharon. We end this, he said firmly. With Matt, she agreed. And anyone else who thinks they can threaten our family. Inside the ranch, Victor watched them from the window. His son was no longer waiting for instructions. He was acting. That both worried and impressed him. Somewhere in the shadows of Genoa City, Matt Clark smiled. He didn't need to strike yet. The chaos was already spreading. And sometimes the most devastating move was letting your enemies turn on each other.